slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being...
Good afternoon, baseball fans. You are here on Yankees The Ugly Truth with Ked, and we will be streaming today's live play-by-play of the Orioles facing the Yankees in Game 2 of this series. The stream will be simulcast on the Hardcore Sports Network. As you know, the Yankees took Game 1 of this series. This is a 4-game set. Game 2 is set to start at 1:35. So we have probably about 4 or 5 minutes before game time. So I'm going to start by going over today's lineups for the Baltimore Orioles. Tyler Ward will be leading off playing left field. Gunnar Henderson will be playing shortstop coming out of the 2-hole. Adley Rutschman will be behind the dish hitting out of the 3-hole. Cleaning up will be former Met Pete Alonso DHing. In the 5-hole will be right fielder Tyler O'Neill. In the 6-hole will be Colby Mayo at first base. In the 7-hole, Jackson will be at second base, hitting out of the 7-hole. In the 8-hole will be Wilson playing third base. And bringing up the rear is going to be Blaze Alexander playing center field. On the bump for the Orioles will be Kyle Bradish. For our New York Yankees, leading off playing center field will be Trent Grisham. In the 2-hole will be first baseman Ben Rice. Aaron Judge, the captain, will be playing right field, hitting out of the 3-hole. Cody Bellinger will be in left field, cleaning up. In the 4-hole will be second baseman Jazz Chisholm. Jason Dominguez will be back in the lineup, DHing, hitting out of the 6-hole. Behind the dish will be JC Escara, hitting in the 7-hole. Out of the 8-hole will be third baseman Ryan McMahon. Bringing up the rear will be shortstop Jose Caballero. On the bump for the Yankees will be Ryan Weathers. And that is your lineup for today's baseball game. If you have not, we have an active poll question going on. Ryan Weathers has received the least run support of any major league pitcher in baseball. How many runs do you feel that the Yankees are going to provide Ryan during his start today? If you have not, please hit the like button, share the channel out. And if you're not a member of the Hardcore Sports Network or the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing to one and the same. There are QR codes. Well, they're not there yet. They're about to be QR codes in your upper left and right-hand corners of the screen. On the right is the QR code for the Hardcore Sports Network. On the left is Hardcore Sports Network. On the right is Yankees The Ugly Truth. We here at Yankees The Ugly Truth are at 689 subscribers, looking for our next milestone of 690. So we're one away from that achievement. Anything that you can do to help us meet our goal would be most appreciated. want to give a shout out for some of the folks that are here in the stream. Yanks for Life, Margaret, Jonathan, Kaz, and Nancy. Thank you for hopping into the stream. Anyone else that's out there who hasn't given or posted a statement in the chat, if you do so, I will give you a shout out. So how's everybody doing on this busy Saturday afternoon? Hey, Sean, welcome to the stream. Do we feel that the Yankees will take game 2 of this series? How do you think that Ryan Weathers is going to do? Are there any players that you're looking out in particularly, either for the Yankees or the Orioles? There's been a lot of chatter about Anthony Volpe possibly coming up sometime next week to take Jose Caballero's spot. Let's see. John is anticipating that Ryan is going to go 8 innings and have 12 strikeouts today. That's a very ambitious day. I like it. With regard to Volpe, Caballero is hitting in the 260s, has the second highest runs above replacement for a shortstop, only led by the Kansas City Royals' Gunnar Henderson. So I can't see where it makes any sense to replace Caballero. I'm actually not sure that Volpe will actually come back to be the Yankee shortstop. If the team is looking strategically, next year Jazz Chisholm will be a free agent. I have serious reservations where the Yankees will actually bring him back, and there could be a slot opened at second base. I have the sneaking suspicion that after Paul DeYoung opted out of his Yankee contract, that Anthony Volpe will be reassigned to AAA Scranton to start taking reps at second base. Next year, we certainly have the possibility of bringing up George Lombard Jr. to take over the duties at shortstop if he does well during his tenure here at Scranton. So that is definitely a possibility. Volpe is moving into his arbitration years. So they may choose to move on from him, try to move him at the trade deadline. I don't believe that they're going to mess with team chemistry as it stands. However, I'm contemplate dropping a short on that. More to follow. Yep, I agree, Sean. Boone and Cashman are non-committal on the whole Volpe subject. I know from the conversations that I've seen that Volpe has at least 3 more rehab starts before they have to make a decision. So that'll be the beginning of next week. I think that the Yankees have some bigger decisions to make. If you haven't caught my shorts over the last few days, I had shorts on the rehab starts of Garrett Cole and Carlos Rodon this past week. And I will tell you what, Rodon in his second rehab start looked outstanding. Control of all his pitches, his velocity is there, and he's hitting his points on the plate. The only thing that Rodon needs to do is bump his pitch count up 10 more pitches. He threw 75 pitches in his last outing. He gets to 85 pitches, he will be ready to show back up in the Yankee rotation. And let's see, Sean says that Cody and Judge will have a big day at the plate. First pitch is on the way, and Ward does not check his swing. The count is 0-1. And weather sets. Pitch is on the way, and the fastball is off the plate. Count is evened at 1-1. Ward is hitting .294 on the season, 1 homer, 11 RBIs, and an .854 OPS. Weather sets and fires, and the sweeper catches the bottom of the strike zone for call. Strike 2. Count is 1-2. And you can hear the fans doing roll call there at the stadium. And weather sets, pitches, and the slider breaks just a little bit low. Count is evened at deuces on Ward. Weather sets and fires, and the changeup is inside. Count is now full, 3-2. The Orioles have not hit well against left-handed pitching. They are 0 for 6 on the season. OPS is around 600, ranks them in the bottom 10% of the league. And the pitch is on the way, and it is up high and outside, so that's going to be ball 4. The Orioles are going to have their first runner on base via the walk. Coming up to bat is the shortstop, Gunnar Henderson. He is having a down year with regard to average, but his home run and RBI production has been good. Weather sets and fires, and the pitch is a strike. Nice sinker on the inside portion of the plate. Henderson is hitting .207 on the season, 9 home runs, 19 RBIs, and a .742 OPS. Weather sets and fires, and pitch is swung on and missed. Beautiful sweeper that broke off the plate. Count is 0-2 on Henderson. The infield alignment is playing Henderson to pull, and Weathers throws over to first base. Pickoff attempt. Hey, FJ, welcome to the stream. And Weathers sets and fires, and the sweeper is swung on and missed. That is good morning, good afternoon, and good night to Gunnar. Grab some bench, baby. You're retired via the key. Lance Barrett is the home plate umpire. He's got 17 years as a major league umpire, and he is considered a pitcher-friendly umpire. Coming up to bat is the catcher, Adlai Rutschman. And Weathers sets, fires, and the fastball paints the bottom of the strike zone for call, strike 1. And that's Weathers' first fastball of the day. Rutschman is hitting .333 on the season, 4 home runs, 17 RBIs, and a .1001 OPS. He's hitting quite well. Weathers sets and fires, and the changeup stays off the plate. Count is evened out 1-1. Weathers sets. Pickoff attempt at first base, and Ward is back in there standing up. Ward takes his lead again. Pitch is on the way, and the sweeper catches the bottom of the strike zone for call, strike 2. Count is 1-2. Weathers sets, and he fires. The slider is in the dirt. Count is evened at deuces. And Weathers sets, fires, and that 97-mile-an-hour fastball is off the plate. Count is now full. And Weathers sets and fires, and the pitch is swung on a miss for strike three. Beautiful changeup by Weathers to Rutschman. So Adley, go grab some bench because you are retired by the K. Weathers has come out looking a little bit different today. He is not showing the fastball as his primary pitch. He's pitching in reverse, throwing off-speed pitches and then flashing the fastball. Pete Alonso is coming up to bat, and the first pitch is a sweeper in there for call, strike one. Alonso's hitting 203 on the season, 5 home runs, 14 RBIs, and a 709 OPS. As you know, Alonso has given the Yankees a hell of a hard time since his days with the Mets. Weathers sets and fires, and the changeup is off the plate and low. Count is 1-1. And Weathers sets, checks on the runner at first. Pitch is on the way, and the fastball is a bit high. Count is 2-1. The fastball was a 97-mile-an-hour humdinger. And Weathers sets, pitch is on the way, and it is fouled off by Alonso. Count is evened at deuces. And Alonso's back in the box. Weathers sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is a bit low. Count is going to run 3-2. And Weathers sets and fires, and the pitch is right down the heart of Broadway for call, strike three. And Weathers is going to strike out the side after an opening walk to Taylor Ward. Weathers is at 22 pitches on the game, so a little bit higher than we like to see. We like to see 15 pitches a split per inning. And as you know, the ultimate goal is for the starter to make at least 18 outs. That means carrying them through 6 innings. If they go 6 innings with 3 runs or less, it's considered a quality start. So that's the ultimate goal for each starting pitcher. Hey, Robert, welcome to the stream. Robert says that he is looking forward to a lot of hits today. He just feels it. Coming up in the bottom of the first for the Yankees is Trent Grisham, Ben Rice, and Aaron Judge. The thing that I find funny is that Yankee fans have been complaining a lot about Trent Grisham being the leadoff hitter. Me personally, I don't give a damn. You're only a leadoff hitter once in a game. Hey, Thomas, welcome to the stream. And this is Bradish's 7th start on the year. He is 1-3, 4.20 ERA. He has pitched well against the Yankees in the past. So God only knows what we're going to see today. As far as Grisham is concerned, personally, anybody hitting ahead of Judge is not stealing. So putting Caballero, Dominguez, or anyone else who is a speed component is wasting their speed talent. And the first pitch from Radish is on the way, and it is a 95-mile-an-hour fastball that paints the top of the strike zone. Grisham is hitting 155 on the season, 4 home runs, 16 RBIs, and a 616 OPS. Next pitch is on the way, and Grisham fouls this one straight back. Count is 0-2. No problems. Kaz, did you get the car sold? And no, you are not fired. Pitch is on the way, and it bounces in the dirt. Count is 1-2 on Grishbaum. And Bradish sets. Pitch is on the way, and Grisham fouls this pitch straight back to the screen. Count remains 0-2. Hey, John, welcome to the stream. And Bradish sets. Brings the pitch, and it is fouled off. One of the things that I like about Grisham being the leadoff hitter is he sees more pitches than any other baseball player in the major leagues. He's averaged 6.2 pitches. Guess what? We're going to the 6th pitch of the at-bat. And Bradish sets. Pitch is on the way. The slider is inside, makes Grisham do the stinky dance. Count is 1-2, heading to the 7th pitch of the at-bat. Bradish sets and fires, and the curveball is in the dirt. Count is now 3-2. Huh. So he's seen every pitch that Bradish has in his pocket, and the other batters behind him have seen it too. So that gives them advantage. Plus, we're running Bradish's pitch count up. We're coming to the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Bradish sets and fires, and the sinker is down low, so that's going to be a ball 4. So he earns a walk, and that is an 8-pitch at-bat. Coming up to bat is Big Ben Rice. And the first pitch to Rice is a curveball down low. Count is 1-0. Rice is hitting .330 on the season, 11 home runs, 26 RBIs, and an 1169 OPS. Next pitch is on the way, and the curveball is in there for call. Strike 1, paints the outside portion of the plate. Bradish's wipeout pitch is his slider. That's the one that you need to watch for, especially in a 2-strike count. And Bradish sets, fires, and the curveball is inside. Count is now 2-1 on Rice. And Bradish sets. Pitch is on the way, and the sinker is down low. Count is now 3-1 on Bradish, or from Bradish. And Robert says Rice is his favorite major league player. So right now, Bradish is at 13 pitches with the second hitter. And the pitch is on the way, and the sinker is in there for call. Strike 2. Count is full on Ben Rice. So Aaron Judge coming up to bat has seen everything that Bradish has in his repertoire. And there is a weak pickoff attempt at first base. Grisham is in there standing up, and the Yankee faithful are booing Bradish for that weak horseshit pickoff attempt. Bradish sets. Pitch is on the way, and the curveball is slap fouled on the third base side. Count is full 3-2. Grisham fast like he was taken off. Bradish sets and fires, and this ball is grounded to second base. And it is going to be a 4-6-3 double play. That's going to clear the bases for the Yankees. Coming up to bat is the captain. So all rise. The judge is in the chambers. So the sequence is Jackson to Henderson to Mayo. Pitcher's best friend double play. Bradish sets and fires, and the first pitch is a sinker at the top of the strike zone, called strike one. Judge is hitting .263 on the season, 12 home runs, 21 RBIs, and a 10-18 OPS. Bradish sets, pitch is on the way, and the sinker catches the outside portion of the plate. Count is 0-2. I would not be surprised to see this count to go to 3-2 before it's all said and done. Judge seems to have that magic of doing it. Bradish sets, fires, and the curveball is down low. Count is 1-2 on the captain, and here we go. Bradish sets, fires, and the captain swings and misses at that slider off the plate. So that is going to be no runs, no hits, nobody left on board. Coming up in the top of the second is going to be Tyler O'Neill, Colby Mayo, and Jackson. So how we feeling? We liking what we're seeing out of Weathers today? Because I sure am. For those of you that are here, if you haven't, please drop your vote in our open poll question. We have a super chat goal to help support the channel today. 5 super chats, $2 or higher, and I will donate a free gifted membership. And you may ask yourself, well, why do I care about a gifted membership? If you like watching the shorts, I generally give the members a preview before it actually releases to the open public. You may get a preview of a short 6 to 12 hours ahead of everybody else. If you haven't, please hit the like button, share the channel out. If you are not a member of the Hardcore Sports Network or the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing. In the upper left-hand corner is the QR code for Hardcore Sports. In the right-hand corner is Yankees The Ugly Truth. We are at 689 subscribers, looking to hit our next milestone of 680 or 690. So we are 1 subscriber away. Anything that you can do to help us meet our goal would be most appreciated. And guess what? Subscription is free. If you like play-by-plays and shorts and some open panels, we offer all those things for you. So and the first pitch is a sinker down low. Count is 1-0. O'Neill is hitting .225 on the season, 1 home run, 4 RBIs, and a .640 OPS. And the next pitch is on the way. It is a curveball in there. for call, or sweeper in there for call. Strike one. Count is evened at 1-up. Weather sets and fires, and that changeup is down low. Count is 2-1. And Weather sets and fires, changeup is down low again. Count is now 3-1. Weather sets and he fires, and the fastball is off the plate. That is ball 4, so that is going to be Weather's second walk of the afternoon. Kobe Mayo's hitting 165 on the season, 3 home runs, 12 RBIs, and a 555 OPS. And Weather sets. First pitch is on the way, and the four-seamer paints the heart of the strike zone for call. Strike one. Count is 0-1. Weather sets and fires, and the changeup is off the plate. Count is 1-1. And Weather sets, fires, and the sweeper is down low in the dirt. Count is now 2-1. And Weather sets. Pitch is on the way, and this is grounded to Jazz. Jazz is only going to take the out at first. O'Neill is going to advance to second, so that is the first out of the inning. Come on up to bat is Jermaine Jackson, hitting .270 on the season, 6 home runs. And Weather sets. First pitch is on the way, and the sweeper catches the inside corner for call. Strike one. Count is 0-1. The first pitch is on the way, or the next pitch is on the way, and the changeup is log on and missed. Count is 0-2. Weather sets and fires, and the changeup is down low. Count is 1-2. Weather sets and fires, and the pitch is hammered foul down the third baseline. Count remains 1-2. Weather sets. Pitch is on the way, and the fastball is up high. Count is evened at deuces. Weathers is at 35 pitches on the inning, or on the game. It is a cloudy day in the Bronx. Next pitch is on the way, and this is grounded to Caballero. Caballero looks the runner back and fires to Rice at first base, and that is going to be the second out of the inning. Weston Wilson is coming up to bat, hitting .308 on the season, no home runs, 2 RBIs, and an .855 OPS. And Weather sets and fires, and the sweeper catches the bottom of the strike zone. Count is 0-1. Weathers sets, checks on the runner at second, pitches on the way, and the changeup is swung on and missed. Count is 0-2. So if I was pitching, I would say, show him the fastball up high and inside. And Weathers sets. And he fires, and guess what? It was a fastball off the plate, and it is hit foul. Count remains 0-2, so now the hitter's eye level has changed. To go back and throw him some of that breaking crap down low. Possibly a sweeper, and you could get a K looking or even swinging. Pitch is on the way, and the changeup is down low. It is bounced to Caballero. Cabby sets, and he fires to Rice at first. And that is going to do it for the Orioles in the bottom of the second. Coming up to bat in the bottom of the second for the Yankees is going to be Cody Bellinger, Jazz Chisholm Jr., and Jason Dominguez. 4, 5, and 6. Normally, I would give you guys scoreboard updates, but we're the first game out of the hopper today, so there are no other teams playing at this very particular time. So I guess you're going to have to give me the gift of gab. If you have not, please drop your vote in our active poll. We have 13 votes, and there's more than 13 sitting in the chats. Take this time to let your voice be heard, your vote be counted. And if you have not, please hit the like button, share the channel out. If you are not a member of the Hardcore Sports Network or the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing. We have QR codes in your upper left and right hand corners of the screen. Left is the QR code for Hardcore Sports. Right is the QR code for Yankees The Ugly Truth. We here at Yankees The Ugly Truth are at 689 subscribers, one short of our next milestone of 690. Anything that you can do to help us meet our goal would be most appreciated. And stepping up to the plate is Cody Bellinger. And Bradish sets and fires, and the fastball is foul tipped into the catcher's glove. Count is 0-1 on Belly. And Bradish sets. Pitch is on the way, and the fastball is up and away. Count is evened at 1-1. What's surprising about the Reds and the Braves, Sean? Next pitch is on the way, and the curveball is down low. Count is 2-1. And the pitch is on the way, and this is driven to right field. And this one is going, and gone. So the Yankees jump out to a 1-run lead on a leadoff home run by Cody Bellinger, his 4th home run of the season. It traveled 363 feet and left at 102.4 miles an hour. And Belly gives the Yankees a 1-0 lead in this Game 2 start. Coming up to bat is Jazz Chisholm Jr. And Bradish sets. First pitch is on the way, and the curveball is in the dirt, but Jazz swings at it. Go figure. Jazz is hitting 205 on the season, 3 home runs, 10 RBIs, and an 710 OPS. Bradish sets, and he fires, and the curveball is chopped to first base. Alonso flips to Bradish to record the first out of the inning. Coming up to bat is Jason Dominguez. And the pitch is on the way, and Dominguez bounces this ball to Jackson. Jackson flips to Mayo for the second out. And I freaking hate one pitch outs. You guys have given Dominguez, you've given this guy a freaking spot of life in this second inning. Coming up to bat is JC Escara. Bradish sets, and he fires, and the four-seamer paints the top of the strike zone. For call, strike one. Count is 0-1. Scar is hitting 194 with no home runs, 5 RBIs, and a 541 OPS. Next pitch is on the way, and this is driven to center field. And Blaze Alexander takes 2 steps back and puts it away for the Yankees. And that is going to do it for the Yankees, but not before Cody Bellinger gives the Yankees a lead based off of a solo shot home run. Coming up to bat in the top of the third is going to be Blaze Alexander, Taylor Ward, and Gunnar Henderson. So 9, 1, and 2. If you have not, take this second to drop your vote in our active poll. Please hit the like button, share the channel out. And if you're not a member of the Hardcore Sports Network and the Yankees The Ugly Truth, please consider subscribing to one and the same. We are at 689 subs for the Yankees The Ugly Truth family. One away from our next milestone. Anything you can do to help us meet our goal would be most appreciated. Sometime after this game today, I plan on dropping a shorts. Keep your eye out. If you're subscribed, make sure that your notifications are set so you'll know every time that content is dropped for us. I've dropped a series of shorts over the last week or so when I was up in Philadelphia. So take a look at some of those and let me know what you think. I think you'll enjoy the content itself. I try to give some unique views and perspectives on Yankee players, Yankee situationals, and whatnot. And I always leave it to the viewers to drop a comment. Let me know what you're thinking. Keeps the conversation going. So is there any topic we want to talk about right now? I think one of the things that the Yankees are going to have for challenges here in the next month are the returns of Carlos Rodon and Garrett Cole. What exactly are the Yankees going to do? Who's coming out of the rotation? Who is coming off the major league roster? Give me some thoughts and let me know what you think the moves are going to be. Weather sets and he fires, and the first pitch to Alexander is down low in the dirt. Count is 1-0. Alexander's hitting 185 on the season, no home runs, 1 RBI, and a 469 OPS. And Weathers sets. Pitch is on the way, and the fastball is up and off the plate. Count is now 2-0. Weather sets and fires, and the fastball is swung on and missed. Count is 2-1 on Alexander. Weather sets and fires, and the pitch is swung on and missed. The count is going to be evened at deuces. Next pitch is on the way, and it is down low. A scar is challenging. Not sure that that's a good challenge. And the call is going to be confirmed. Yankees lose their first challenge, and the count is now full, 3-2. That was in 1 1/10 inches low. Weather sets, and the pitch is on the way. It is skied to right field. Judge goes back a little bit, tracks it, and he makes the play for the first out of the inning. Coming up to bat is Taylor Ward. No official at bat. Walked in his first plate appearance. And Weather sets. Pitch is on the way, and that I thought caught the strike zone, but it is called ball one. It deflected off of Ascar's glove. Count is 1-0 on Ward. Ascar sets, fires, and the sinker is in there for call. Strike one. Count is 1-1. Weather sets and fires, and the sweeper stays off the plate. Count is now 2-1. Weather sets and fires, and this pitch is grounded at Jazz. Jazz flips it over to Rice, and that's going to be the second out of the inning. Coming up to bat is Gunnar Henderson, 0 for 1 on the day with a 3-pitch strikeout in his first plate appearance. Weather sets and fires, and he paints the bottom of the strike zone with a sinker. Count is 0-1. Pitch is on the way, and it is fouled off. Weathers is at 52 strikes, so a quick out will help control his pitch count. And Weathers sets, fires, and the pitch is swung on and missed for strike three. So, Gunner, you are retired via the K for the second time in this game. That is a 1-2-3 inning for Weathers. Coming up to bat in the bottom of the third is going to be Ryan McMahon, Jose Caballero, and Trent Grisham, 8, 9, and 1. All right, guys and gals out there in the internet land, is there a topic you're interested in talking about at this point? If so, drop it in the chat and let's talk some baseball. John says Warren may go to the pen and Weathers. Well, do you really think that Warren is going to go to the pen? Warren is, I think, leading the team in strikeouts. He has a 4-0 record. His ERA is well under 2. I think the first move that we may see is Weathers possibly being moved to the bullpen, and Jake Bird sent down to the minors again. I don't have a good answer for you, John or Robert. Coming up to bat is Ryan McMahon. He's hitting 167 on the season, 2 home runs, 7 RBIs, and a 518 OPS. And the first pitch is on the way, and it is a fastball up and in. Count is 1-0. And the next pitch is on the way, and it is called strike one. Nice 94-mile-an-hour fastball that paints the upper outside part of the plate. Hey, D-Rod, welcome to the stream. Next pitch is on the way, and it paints the bottom of the strike zone. Count is now 1-2 on McMahon. In D-Rod's opinion, Warren is the number 5 starter. Could be used in a Ramiro Mendoza type role. And Bradish sets and fires, and the sinker is up high. Count is evened at deuces. Bradish sets, fires, and that pitch is hammered foul down the third base side. Count remains evened at deuces. And Bradish sets, fires, and the pitch is fouled off down the third base side again. Pitch is on the way, and McMahon hits a towering pop-up. Henderson is tracking it and makes the play in short center field. That is the first out in the bottom of the third. Coming up to bat is Jose Caballero, hitting 266, 4 home runs, 12 RBIs, and a 732 OPS. And Bradish sets and fires, and the slider breaks off the plate. Count is 1-0. Bradish sets, fires, and the pitch is swung on and missed. Your picture is still on there, buddy. Thank you, Thomas. And the next pitch is on the way, and the curveball is down. Count is 2-1. Sometimes my ADHD kicks in and I miss little details like that, so please excuse. And the next pitch is on the way. And the pitch breaks down low. Count is 3-1 on Cobby. And Bradish sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is up and out of the strike zone. So that's going to be ball 4 to Caballero. So does that mean that the racetrack is going to be open? Cabby already has 12 stolen bases on the season and led Major League Baseball in stolen bases last year. Trent Grisham is coming up to bat. He is not had an official at bat. He had an 8-pitch walk, his first plate appearance. And Bradish sets, fires, and that fastball is up high. Count is 1-0. Really? Now I'm famous. I'm on TV. Hey, Bob. And Bradish sets. There's a pickoff attempt at first. Cabby is back in diving. And the next pitch is on the way. That fastball is way up high. Count is 2-0 on Grisham. And the pitch is on the way, and this is driven to left field. Ward is back, and this is going to be off the top of the wall. Caballero is had to hold up, so the Yankees are going to have runners at second and third with nobody out. Nice double by Grisham. I thought that one was actually out. That is Grisham's third double of the season. So it is time to do a little bit of situational hitting. If you make an out, make it a productive out. Orioles are bringing their infield in for Rice, so that's like a death sentence. First pitch is on the way, and Rice fouls this one down the first base line. And Bradish sets. Pitch is on the way, and Rice swings and misses. Count is 0-2 on Rice. That was a nice 97-mile-an-hour fastball. I think he's got a little bit of excitement because that was definitely the fastest fastball he's thrown today. Rice calls timeout. Bradish sets. Pitch is on the way, and the slider is down low. Count is 1-2. And Bradish sets. And he fires. The fastball is up and away. Count is even at deuces. A little bit of pokey poke, nice strokey stroke, and a run should come in. Bradish sets, and he fires, and the curveball is swung on and missed. Pitch was in the dirt. Not good situational hitting, Ben. All rise. The judge is coming into his chamber. Judge is 0 for 1 on the day with a strikeout. Eddie Infield backs up. Bradish sets and fires, and the first pitch is swung on, and it is off the glove. And Caballero is going to take home. Grisham is going to move the third, and the Cabby is down on his knee. Guess we're going to see if he is okay. I don't know what happened. Maybe got hit in the face with the tag. This is Larson. Ed Cobby is heading to the dugout. And it looks like that he slid into Bradish's knee, caught a shot right on his chin. That's going to be a pass ball on Rutschman. And the captain is back in the plate, in the box. Bradish sets and fires. The fastball is off the plate. Count is evened at 1-1. Bradish sets and fires, and the curveball is in the dirt. Count is 2-1 on the captain. Yep, you're right, D-Rod. He did slide into the knee of Bradish. And Bradish sets and fires, and that pitch is off the plate. Count is now 3-1 on the captain. And they're going to intentionally walk Judge. Coming up to bat is Cody Bellinger. Up to bat is Cody Bellinger, 1 for 1 on the day, and a solo shot home run in his first plate appearance. And Bradish sets, pitch is on the way, and it is foul down the third base side. Count is 0-1 on Cody. And Bradish sets. Pitch is on the way, and Bellinger fouls this one straight back. Count is 0-2 on Belly. And Bradish sets. Pitch is on the way, and this is a fly ball to right field. It's going to dunk in. Grisham is going to score, and Bellinger is in there at second base for an RBI double, and the Yankees now have a 3-0 lead. Bellinger was hustling out of the box. Coming up to bat is Jazz Chisholm Jr. 0 for 1 today. Bradish sets and fires, and the curveball is in the dirt. And Bradish sets, fires, and the fastball is up high. Count is 2-0 on Jazz. A little bit of bingo, Jazz. Come on. Situational hitting. Runners at second and third with 2 outs. Bradish sets. And the pitch is on the way, and the sinker is down low. Count is now 3-0 on Jazz. And Bradish sets. Pitch is on the way, and the sinker catches the outside portion of the plate for call. Strike 1. Count is now 3-1. Bradish sets, and he fires, and the fastball is up high for ball 4. So the bases are now going to be jost full of Yankees. And it looks like the pitching coach is coming out to the mound. Jason Dominguez coming up to bat. 0 for 1 on the day. He saw 1 pitch in his first at bat. So, Jason, are we going to do something other than see 1 pitch and make an out? And the mound visit is broken up by the umpire. Dominguez in his major league call up is hitting 100. And Bradish sets. Pitch is on the way, and that is a fastball just a bit up. Count is 1-0. Bradish sets and fires, and that pitch paints the top of the strike zone. For call, strike 1. I'm not sure that was actually a strike. Count is 1-1. Bradish sets, fires, and the pitch is fouled straight back. Dominguez was trying to put a 4 spot on the board. All we need is a base hit. Situational hitting. And it looks like Aiken is warming up for the O's in the bullpen. Bradish sets. Pitch is on the way, and this is bounced to Jackson. He flips it to second to end the second inning or the third inning, but not before the Yankees put a pair of runs to take a 3-0 lead on the Orioles. That's funny, D-Rod. And coming up in the top of the 4th inning for the Orioles is going to be Adley Rutschman, Pete Alonso, and Tyler O'Neill. For those of you that are here, take a moment to drop your vote in our active poll. Actually, let's look at the active poll. Okay. If you have not, please hit the like button, share the channel out. And if you're not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family or the Hardcore Sports Network, please consider subscribing. We here on the Yankees The Ugly Truth family are at 689 subscribers, looking for our next milestone of 690. Anything you can do to help us attain our goal would be most appreciated. So how are we feeling about the game, guys and gals out there in internet land? Any topic that you'd like to talk about, drop in the chat and we'll do a discussion on it while we can. And weather sets. Pitch is on the way, and the sinker is right down the heart of Broadway for call. Strike one. Count is 0-1. Rutschman struck out in his first plate appearance. And Weathers sets and fires, and the changeup is in the dirt. Count is 1-1. Weathers sets and he fires, and the pitch is fouled off. Count is 1-2. Weathers does have run support. Weathers sets and fires, and this ball is lined to center field. Grisham takes a couple steps in, reaches up, and makes the play for the first out of the inning. Coming up to bat is Pete Alonso, 0 for 1 on the day with a strikeout in his first plate appearance. Weathers has 4 strikeouts on the day. And Weathers sets. Pitch is on the way, and the sweeper is down low. Count is 1-0. And Weathers sets. Pitch is on the way, and this is driven to left field. This one is out of here. Bellinger turns and just looks. So that is Alonso's second home run in the series. The Yankees have a lead of 3-1. Alonso's 6th home run on the season. Went 413 feet and traveled at 114.6 miles an hour. Coming up to bat is Tyler O'Neill. He does not have an official at bat. He walked in his first plate appearance. And the first pitch is on the way. The sweeper catches the inside corner for call. Strike one. Count is 0-1. Weathers sets and fires, and this pitch is a fly ball to middle right field. Judge is there, and he makes a play for the second out. Coming up to bat is Colby Mayo, 0 for 1 on the day. And once again, we are looking at the 7th viewing of the home run. Weathers sets and fires, and the pitch is fouled off. Count is 0-1. And Weathers sets, fires, and the pitch is a sweeper in there for call. Strike 2. Count is 0-2 on Mayo. He grounded out in his first plate appearance. And Weathers sets, fires, and the slider is down low. Count is 1-2. And Ryan sets and fires, and the changeup is low and inside. Count is even at deuce. Next pitch is on the way, and this is skied to left center field. Grisham is tracking it, and he is going to make the play for the third out, and that is going to do it for the Mets or the Orioles, but not before Pete Alonso gets them on a board with a monster shot home run. Coming up in the bottom of the fourth is going to be J.C. Escarra, Ryan McMahon, and Jose Caballero. Do I think that Jazz will be on the team in September? I think it's a distinct possibility, depending on where we're sitting at. Jazz does have things that he brings to the plate. Now, if you ask me if he'll be on the field as a Yankee next year, my answer is no. I think the Yankees will let him walk. And either bring up George Lombard Jr. to take shortstop next year, that they will shift Cabby over to second base. Well, I don't see the Yankees bringing in a second baseman, D-Rod, because we've got Caden Kent, who is not far off of making the major leagues. We have Jose Caballero, who won't be the shortstop if Lombard Jr. comes up to the majors. So there have one way or another in shifting middle infielders. I think Ryan McMahon has one more year on his deal too. So Caballero has a strong arm and certainly could be in at third base. Definitely has the range. And Escar leads off, and the first pitch is a curveball off the plate. Count is 1-0. JC flew out in his first plate appearance. And Bradish sets. Pitch is on the way, and this is hammered foul down the right field line. Bradish is at 66 pitches, so his pitch count is looking good. And Bradish sets. Pitch is on the way, and the curveball bounces in front of the plate. That's like a 54-foot curveball. Count is 2-1. Bradish sets, fires, and this is a line out to Jackson at second. Hey, John, welcome to the stream. I think the Mets let him go because David Stearns is an idiot. He was looking for a 5-year deal. Mets offered him 3. Orioles offered him 5. He went to the Orioles. And Bradish sets and fires, and this pitch is driven to left center field. And that is going to be off the wall. And McMahon is going to have a stand-up double. You know, honestly, D-Rod, I don't give a damn what Michael K says. He's never been a baseball player. He is an analyst. And as far as his baseball knowledge on where players should play, get him. Coming up to bat is Jose Caballero. Does not have an official at bat. Had a walk in his first plate appearance. And the pitch is on the way. And Cabby fouls it off. And Bradish sets. Checks on the runner at second. Pitch is on the way. And this is a towering pop-up. And it is drifting behind the plate, and it's going to make the stands. Count is 0-2 on Cabby. And Bradish sets and fires, and that pitch is line straight back. Count is 0-2. And Bradish sets. Checks on the runner at second. Pitch is on the way. It is in the dirt. It bounces away at Rutschman, and McMahon is going to advance to third base. So the Yankees have a runner at third with 1 out. Jose Caballero coming up to bat. Count is 1-2 on Cabby. And the pitch is on the way, and Caballero waves at a slicer off the plate. So he is down on strikes. 2 outs. And Bradish sets and fires, in the fastball to Grisham is up high and out of the strike zone. Grisham is 1 for 1 on the day with a double and a base on balls. He scored a run. Bradish sets and fires, and that pitch is up and out of the strike zone. Count is 2-0. The pitch is on the way, and the fastball paints the outside corner. Count is 2-1 on Grishbaum. Bradish sets and he fires, and the pitch is in there for a call. Strike two. Count is even at deuces. And Bradish sets. Pitch is on the way, and that is damn near clips Grisham. Grisham is doing the stanky leg dance. Count is now full, 3-2. Trent Grishbaum. Next pitch is on the way, and this is hammered to right field. And this one is going, and gone. That is a 2-run blast by Trent Grisham. And the Yankees now lead 5-1. That's Trent's 5th home run of the season, went 412 feet and traveled 105.6 miles an hour. Well. Coming up to bat is Ben Rice, 0 for 2 on the day with a strikeout. And the first pitch is a curveball in the dirt. And Bradish sets. Pitch is on the way, and the curveball is up high. Count is 2-0. Next pitch is on the way, and it is off the plate. Count is 3-0. And Bradish sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is right down the heart of Broadway for call. Strike one. Pitch is on the way, and this is lined into right field. O'Neill fills it cleanly and shoots it in. So the Yankees have a runner at first base with 2 outs. And guess who's coming up to bat? You got it. It is the captain, Aaron Judge. All rise. The judge is in the chambers. He is 0 for 1 on the day with a base on balls and a strikeout. Bradish sets and fires, and Judge swings at the slider and misses. Count is 0-1. And Bradish sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is a sinker off the plate. Count is evened at 1-1. Now, they've just been complaining about him hitting leadoff, D-Rod. And you do hear the rumors about 22 million. And the next pitch is on the way, and that four-seamer, wow, came in at 91 miles an hour and paints the outside corner. Count is 1-2 on the captain. And the next pitch is on the way, and Judge is going to be rung up on a slider that paints the outside corner for a call, strike 3. And that's going to do it for the Yankees, but not before they add a few more runs. The Yankees have a 5-1 lead. Coming up in the top of the 5th is going to be Jackson, Wilson, and Alexander. Well, honestly, guys, Yankee fans complain about a lot of shit. If the Yankees went 162-0, blew through the playoffs, sweeping every team, there would still be something to complain about. I guarantee it. All right, I'm going to grab a drink. I'll be right back. The younger Yankee fans have not seen things like the dynasty years. However, those that lived through the dynasty years think that Mariano Rivera is going to be reincarnated. He is the greatest closer in baseball history. Guess what? Nobody's coming back as Mariano Rivera. Here's my question for y'all. If you strike out 3 times and hit a grand slam, is that a great day at the plate? And guess what? We have 5 runs, so that's going to do it for our poll today. So, for the 14 people who voted on our active poll, and the first pitch to Jackson is grounded to Caballero. Caballero fires to first. 1 pitch, 1 out. So that was a quick one. Coming up to bat is Weston Wilson, 0 for 1 on the day with a ground out in his first plate appearance. Weathers sets and fires, and the pitch is in there for call. Strike 1. Count is 0-1. And Weathers sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is off the plate. Count is 1-1. And Weathers sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is swung on and missed. Count is 1-2. Weathers has 4 strikeouts today, so is Wilson going to be the 5th strikeout victim. Weathers sets, pitch is on the way, and the ball is popped up foul. Bryce is battling the sun, and he reaches over the dugout and makes the play for the 2nd out of the inning. Actually, he reached over into the camera well. Yes, he did, D-Rod. That's exactly what I was thinking about. And he struck out 3 times. And the pitch is on the way, and the changeup catches the outside of the strike zone for call. Strike 1. Alexander is 0 for 1 on the day. Next pitch is on the way, and it is down low. Count is 1-1. So apply that exact same metric to Giancarlo Stanton. And the next pitch is on the way, and it is up and out of the strike zone. Count is 2-1. Again, Weather sets and fires, and the changeup paints the top of the strike zone for call. Strike 2. Count is evened out. Deuces. Stanton strikes out a shitload, but he hit some bombs too. Next pitch is on the way, and the fastball is up high. The count is now full on Alexander. And Weathers sets. He fires, and the pitch catches the top of the strike zone for call. Strike 3. Alexander is going to challenge this one. And the call is confirmed. That is a strikeout. So number 5 for Weathers on the day. And guess what? They've lost a challenge. So they're down to 1 challenge remaining. Coming up to bat in the bottom of the 5th for the Yankees is going to be Cody Bellinger, Jazz Chisholm Jr., and Jason Dominguez. Well, I don't know, Kaz. He's got 453 accidental or 400, 500 or 453 accidental balls that have run into his bat. So I'm not really thinking that that Stanton is lucky hitting home runs. And I'll tell you this fact: if Stanton plays 130 games this season, he will get his nut and hit his 500th home run of the season. And guess what? 500 for Stanton, no steroid use, means he's a Hall of Famer. So looking at his injury history for the Yankees recently, would you class Stanton as a Hall of Fame candidate or a Hall of Fame nominee elected? I think before his contract expires with the Yankees, Stanton will have 500 home runs. For those of you that are here, if you haven't, please hit the like button, share the channel out, and if you're not a member of the Hardcore Sports Network or the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, hey Dev, welcome to the stream. Please consider subscribing to One and the Same. We've made it a little bit easier for y'all. There are QR codes in the left and right hand corners of the screen. The left is Hardcore Sports. Right is Yankees The Ugly Truth. We are at 689 subs for Yankees The Ugly Truth, looking at our next milestone of 690. Anything that you can do to help us out would be most appreciated. And it looks like Keegan Agins is coming in to take over for Radish. And he sets, and the first pitch is on the way. It is in there for call. Strike 1. Aiken sets, and this is drilled to right field. And guess what? Going, and gone. So Belly hits his second home run of the day. Yankees now lead 6-1. 5th home run for the year. That one traveled 354 feet and left at 93.5 miles an hour. Wow. But the Yankees are a 4th place team, and they don't know how to win. Boone should be fired. Cashman should be fired. I don't know. It seems like he ran it back with a pretty good damn team to me. And the first pitch to Jazz is on the way, and it's a slider that catches the outside corner for call. Strike 1. And the next pitch is on the way, and the slider is down low. And let's see. Aiken sets and fires, and Jazz swings on the pitch. Count is now 1-2 on Jazzy Jazz. For those of you that don't know, Aiken is a left-handed pitcher. And he sets and he fires, and the fastball is up and away. Next pitch is on the way, and it is down in the dirt. So count is going to go to 3-2. Jazz is 0 for 1 on the day with a walk. Next pitch is on the way, and Jazz hits a fly ball to center field. Alexander is tracking it, and he is going to put it away for the first out of the inning. I will tell you what, Stanton hits with incredible freaking velocity. And every time that he's up to bat and they call the infield in, I think that's a death sentence fixing to happen. Even sitting in left field, if he hits a laser shot, I'm not trying to barehand that. I'm getting the hell out of the way. And the first pitch to Dominguez is in there for call, strike one. Dominguez is 0 for 2 on the day. 2 weak ground balls to second base. And the pitch is on the way, and it is down low. Count is even at 1-1. Hey, John, the Beagle Dad, appreciate you being here. And Dominguez chops one foul. Count is now 1-2. And Dominguez is hitting a grand total of .091 with an OPS of 258. Bradish sets and fires, and Dominguez fouls it straight back. Still, count remains 1-2. And Aiken sets. Pitch is on the way, and Dominguez has his second hit of the season. So the Yankees are going to have a runner at first base with 1 out. Coming up to bat is J.C. Escara. And Aiken sets. Pitch is on the way, and he swings and misses in the slider. Count is 0-1. And Aiken sets, and the pitch is fouled off. Count is 0-2 on Escara. Aiken sets. Checks on the runner at first. Pitch is on the way, and Escara fouls this one off. Count remains 0-2. You know, honestly, I don't know why the Yankees even have fans because they're such a terrible team. I mean, they only have the best record in the American League. And the pitch is grounded to Jackson. He flips to Gunnar Henderson and relays it to Mayo for a 4-6-3 double play. And that is going to do it for the Yankees. But not before the Yankees tag another run with a home run off of the bat of Cody Bellinger. All righty. I've got new subs. I've got 2 new subs. So thank you. I don't know who you are, but it is most appreciated. And that's the first home run. And here's for the second subscriber. Thank you for pressing Yankees Gotta Be the Truth to provide you with some quality content. So we have now eclipsed the 690 mark. We're at 691 subscribers. Next milestone will be 695. Oh, I'm not eating subs, D-Rod. Come on now, give me a break. So, guys and gals out there in internet land, how are we feeling about today's game? Coming up in the top of the 6 for the Orioles is going to be Taylor Ward, Gunnar Henderson, and Adlai Rutschman. And my kid sister Nancy says she is feeling great about the game. All righty. Meeting for 2 years in NYC. And the first pitch is on the way. And it is down low. Count is 1-0. Ward is 0 for 1 on the day with a walk in his first plate appearance. And Weathers sets and he fires, and the sinker is in there for call. Strike 1. Count is 1-1. Weathers sets and fires, and the changeup is down low. Count is evened at, or is at 2-1. Weather sets and fires, and the sweeper is going to catch the outside part of the plate for call. Strike 2. Count is evened at deuces. Weather sets and fires, and this ball is skied down the right field line. It's going to make the stands. So that is going to be keep the count at even at deuces. And Weathers sets, and this pitch is lined into left field. Bellinger closes in on it, and he is going to fire it into Jazz at second to hold Ward to a single. So that is an inning opening single by Taylor Ward. Coming up to bat is Gunnar Henderson, 0 for 2 on the day with a pair of strikeouts. And the pitch is on the way. Henderson shows bunt, but it breaks off the plate. Count is 1-0. And the next pitch is on the way, and the stinker stays inside. Count is 2-0 on Henderson. Weathers sets, and the pitch is on the way, and Henderson fouls it off. Count goes to 2-1. And it looks like Jake Bird is warming up in the pen. Weathers sets, and he fires, and the pitch paints the bottom of the strike zone for call. Strike 2. Count is evened at deuces. So you're going to see a sweeper. Weathers sets and fires, and the sweeper is launched into center field. So that is going to be a base hit for Henderson. So that is the second straight single, nobody out in the top of the sixth. Coming up to bat is Adley Rutschman, 0 for 2 on the day with a strikeout. And Blake is coming out to the mound to talk to Weathers. Looks like probably a stalling tactic to give Bird a little bit more time to warm up. Bird pitched in last night's game, did a very fine job for his inning of work. For those of you just hopping into the stream, we're in the top of the sixth. Yankees lead 6-1. Adley Rutschman is up to bat. There are no outs and a runners at first and second for the Orioles. Weathers sets and fires, and the sinker is in there for call. Strike one. Rutschman is 0 for 2 on the day with a strikeout. Next pitch is on the way, and that is grounded to Rice. Rice sets. Oh, my God. He double pumps. He throws to Caballero, and everybody is safe. So now the bases are juiced with nobody out. That should be an error on Rice. So Weathers is late getting to first. Nobody is at second, and damn it. Here comes Boone. So he is going to get knocked out of the game. So Weathers is leaving the game with bases loaded, nobody out. The only thing that can happen for Weathers is a win. Coming up to bat is Pete Alonso, 1 for 2 on the day with a strikeout and a monster home run. Well, D-Rod, retired is a good thing. That's why I'm able to call so many play-by-plays, because I don't have a day job anymore. I am not looking at making a fortune doing play-by-plays. There are some things that I want to do. I want to upgrade a couple of my systems so that I can put more things into the stream, things like scoreboard tickers and whatnot. But StreamYard just doesn't support that stuff right now. Might have to make the transition to OBS. In today's scoreboard, Yankees lead the Orioles 6-1, top of the sixth. In the top of the fifth, the Twins lead the Jays 3-2. Bottom of the fourth, the Cubs lead the Diamondbacks 1-0. And those are your active games for the scoreboard today at this time. Next round of games starts at 4 p.m., so about 40 minutes from now. Bird sets and fires, and the first pitch is a sweeper inside. Count is 1-0 on Alonso. Next pitch is on the way, and it is fouled off. Count is evened at 1-1. And Bird sets. Pitch is on the way, and the sweeper is fouled straight back. Count is 1-2 on Alonso. Exactly, D-Rod. And the pitch is on the way, and the curveball is down low. Count is evened at deuces. And Bird sets. Pitch is on the way, and the sweeper is bounced to third base. McMahon fires to Jazz, and it is relayed to first. So that is going to be a 5-4-3 double play, and a run is going to score. Henderson is moving to third, so there's going to be 2 outs. Orioles close the gap 6-2 now. Coming up to bat is Tyler O'Neill. Count is, and the pitch is on the way, and it is inside. Count is 1-0 on O'Neill. And Bird sets, fires, and the sweeper catches the outside corner for call. Strike one. Count is 1-1. Next pitch is on the way, and the curveball catches the top of the strike zone. Count is 1-2. And the run that scored should be an unearned run because of the error on Rice throwing to second. And Bird sets, fires, and the sweeper breaks off the plate. Count is evened at deuces. And Weathers sets and fires, and the curveball is off the plate. Count is now full on O'Neill. And Bird sets. Sweeper does not come back. It is inside, so that's going to be ball 4. So the Orioles are going to have runners at first and third with 2 outs. Looks like Samuel Basallo is coming in to pinch hit for Mayo. Basallo is hitting .233 on the season, 5 home runs, 9 RBIs, and a .743 OPS. And it looks like Blake is coming out to talk to Bird about the matchup. You know, honestly, D-Rod, these whole oil price things, it's price gouging by the freaking people selling the oil. The oil that was bought 6 months ago at a much lower rate. These guys are just squeezing us. Right now, we've got gas prices in Virginia Beach close to $5 a gallon. Completely ridiculous. Ed Basallo steps up to the plate. And Bird sets, fires, and the sweeper catches the outside corner for call. Strike one. Count is 0-1. Next pitch is on the way, and this is hammered into right field, and that's going to hit the line, and it's going to go into the corner. Judge feels it, fires him. O'Neill is going to be held at third, and that is going to be a pinch hit double for Basayo. Score is now 6-3 Yankees. Yeah, they can blame whoever they want. They have no one to blame but themselves because they're the ones that are inflating gas prices. Coming up to bat is Jackson, 0 for 2 on the day. And Bird sets. The sinker is off the plate. Count is 1-0. Orioles have runners at second and third with 2 outs. Jackson is 0 for 2 on the day, so let's see if we can get it done. Bird sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is fouled off. Count is 1-1. Yeah, Kaz, gas prices in California are always higher than the rest of the country. I was stationed out in Vallejo, and prices were ridiculous then. Hell, pitch is on the way, and the sweeper catches the inside corner. Count is 1-2. Bird sets and fires, and the sweeper is down low. Count evens at 2-2. Next pitch is out of the way, and it is fouled straight back. Yeah, I was stationed at Treasure Island and Bear Island. And then my ship made a world cruise, and I ended up on the East Coast. Next pitch is on the way, and the curveball is inside. Count is now full on Jackson, 3-2. Bird sets and fires, and that ball is chapped to Caballero. He flips to Rice, and that is going to do it for the Orioles. Orioles are going to strand 2, but they did score 2, so the Yankees lead 6-3. Coming up to bat in the bottom of the 6th is going to be Ryan McMahon, Jose Caballero, and Trent Grisham. Well. How are we feeling about the game now? It's funny. I had people that were neighbors in Vallejo that were stationed in Alameda. That was the cheapest they could get housing. Cost of living in California is incredibly high. So if you guys haven't, please hit the like button, share the channel out. And if you're not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing to One and the Same. We are at 691 subscribers, so our next milestone is 695. Anything you can do to help us meet our goal would be most appreciated. So back to the topic of baseball. when Rodon and Cole come back, who are the pitchers that are out? And it looks like Grant Wolfram is coming in to replace Keegan Aiken. And the first pitch is in there for call. Strike one. Count is 0-1. And Wolfram sets and fires, and the slider is off the plate. Count is 1-1. Wolfram sets and fires, and McMahon fouls this pitch off. Count is 1-2. McMahon takes timeout. Wolfram sets, and the pitch is swung on and missed for strike three. There was a movie called Bell Island a long time ago, D-Rod. Coming up to bat is Jose Caballero, 0 for 1 on the day with a base on balls, a strikeout, and a run scored. And the first pitch from Wolfram is a curveball in there for call. Strike one. Count is 0-1. Wolfram sets and fires, and that pitch is a fastball up high. Count is evened at 1-1 on Cabby. Next pitch is on the way, and it is up high. Count is 2-1. And Wolfram sets. Pitch is on the way, and the sweeper is down low and in the dirt. Count is 3-1 on Cabby. Wolfram is another left-handed pitcher. Looks like Camilo Duvall is warming up in the pen. Next pitch is on the way, and it is fouled off. Count is 3-2. Hey, Sean. Pitch is on the way, and Caballero grounds to Jackson. He fires to Basayo, and that is going to be the second out of the inning. Trent Grisham is coming up to bat. He's 2 for 2 on the day with a home run, a double, and a base on balls. And the pitch is on the way, and the slider is in there for call. Strike one. Count is 0-1. And Wolfram sets. Fires and the pitch is up high. Count is evened at 1-1. Wolfram sets and fires, and the slider is swung on and missed. Count is 1-2 on Grishbaum. And the pitch is on the way, and it is called strike 3. Paints the top of the strike zone. Grisham strips his gear off, and that is going to do it for the Yankees. In the bottom of the 6th, we head to the top of the 7th. I don't know, guys. This is definitely not going to be a popular answer, but at some point, I'm moving Cam Schlittler to the bullpen. You might ask yourself, why would I consider moving Schlittler to the bullpen? The reason is workload management. Last year, Schlittler pitched the highest count of innings he's pitched in his career, a 125 or so. If Schlittler makes 33 start, and the 125 was 50 innings higher than he'd ever pitched before. If Schlittler makes 33 starts this season, his pitch count or his inning count will go up to 198. So another 50 innings pitched higher than he's ever done. 100 innings higher in 2 seasons is too big a workload. Garrett Crochet has had the same thing over the last 2 seasons, and now he is broken. The Yankees did the same thing with Nestor Cortez, and he has not been the same pitcher since. I think that Clark Schmidt is another example of that, and he is broken with his second Tommy John surgery. So I'm not wanting to overdo it with this kid. I mean, I would send him down to the bullpen for a couple of months, make him a long relief guy. And then bring him up towards the latter part of the season to retain rotation slot. And it looks like Doval is coming in to replace Bird. Dylan Beavers is going to replace Weston Wilson. Pinch hit for him. And the first pitch is on the way, and the sinker is off the plate. Count is 1-0. And Doval sets and fires, and the pitch is a cutter in there for call. Strike 1. Count is 1-1. Cutter came in at 97 miles an hour. And Doval sets. Pitch is inside. Count is 2-1. So what Camilo Doval are we going to get today? And the pitch is a cutter way off the plate. Count is now 3-1. I hate leadoff walks because they usually come around to kick you right in the balls. And Duvall sets and makes Beavers do the stinky dance, almost hits him in the feet. And that is going to be a walk to Beavers. Coming up to bat is Blaze Alexander, 0 for 2 on the day with a flyout and a strikeout. So the Orioles have a runner on with nobody out. And Duvall sets and fires, and the sinker paints the outside corner for call, strike one. So the command issue with Duvall is still here. And Duvall sets and fires to first base. Beavers is back standing up. And Hill and Hedrick are warming up in the bullpen. Pitch is on the way, and a bunt is shown. Runner goes, and Beavers is going to steal second base. No throw. So the count is 1-1 on Alexander. Next pitch is on the way, and the fastball is swung on and tipped into the glove of Viscar. Count is 1-2. And Duvall sets and fires, and the pitch is fouled straight back. Count remains 1-2. And Nunez is warming up in the bullpen for the Orioles. Duvall sets and fires, and the pitch is inside. Count is evened at deuces. So the Q&A question I have right now is Duvall going to give up any runs this inning? Drop your comment and let me know what you think. And Duvall sets. Pitch is on the way, and that is inside. Count is now full, 3-2. Duvall sets, and the pitch is on the way, and it is swung on and tipped into the glove of Ascar for the strikeout. So, Blaze, grab some bench because you're retired via the K, brother. Coming up to bat is Taylor Ward, 1 for 2 on the day with a base on balls. And Duvall steps off to the mound to chase the runner back to second base. And Duvall sets. Pitch is on the way, and the sinker is in there for call, strike one. It's funny. Yesterday, when Duvall was on the mound, his balls were 100, 101. He is topped out at 97 miles an hour. And the pitch is on the way. Beavers takes off, and he is going to steal third base. And that ball was inside, so the count goes to 1-1. And there is a pickoff attempt at third base. Beavers is back in head first. The ball sets and fires, and this pitch is grounded to Rice. Rice is going to take it at first himself, but not before Beavers scores. So the score is now 6-4. The Yankees lead is down to 2. And Boone is coming out, so Duvall is fixing to be out of here. And Tim Hill is coming out. Gunnar Henderson is coming up to bat. And we have a new active poll. Will the Yankees hold on to the win for game 2 of this series? To take a second while we are waiting for the Hill to come out and take the bump. For those of you that are here, if you haven't, please hit the like button, share the channel out. And if you're not a member of the Hardcore Sports Network or the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing to one and the same. Your support is always appreciated. Here at Yankees The Ugly Truth, we are at 691 subs. Our next milestone is 695, so we're 4 away. Anything that you can do to help us out would be most appreciated. And the pitch is on the way, and it is grounded to Chaz. Jazz flips to Rice, so that is going to be the end of the Orioles in the 6th, but not before they, or the top of the 7th, but not before they score another one to bring the Yankees lead down to 6-4, 2 runs up. And it looks like it's going to be United States Marine Corps in the house. We're in the 7th inning stretch, and the Yankees honor military veterans. And the military veteran of the day is Lance Corporal Len LeBecki. He served during Vietnam, so thank you, Corporal LeBecki, for your service. Most appreciated. Well, well, well. Coming up in the bottom of the second, seventh for the Yankees is going to be Ben Rice, Aaron Judge, and Cody Bellinger. So we have 5 votes in our active poll, and there are a lot more than 5 people here. To take a moment to let your voice be heard and your vote be counted. So do you guys think that Tim Hill is coming out for the next inning? And it looks like Anthony Nunez is coming in to replace Grant Wolfram. It's a chat, brother. No issues whatsoever. Nunez has a 2.35 ERA, 15 innings pitched, 18 strikeouts, 3 walks, and opponents are hitting 203 against him. Nunez is a right-handed pitcher, and the first pitch is down low. Count is 1-0. That was a 95-mile-an-hour fastball. Alexander is now switching from second to center, now to third base. And Beavers is taking over in center field. And the next pitch is on the way, and the changeup is up high. Count is 2-0 on Big Ben. And Nunez sets and fires, and the sinker is down low. Count is now 3-0 on Big Ben. So, Rice, it is time to ring the bell. And Nunez sets. Pitch is on the way, and the sinker is in the dirt. So that is a 4-pitch walk to Rice as he strips his gear off and heads to first base. The captain is coming up to bat, 0 for 2 on the day with a pair of strikeouts and a base on balls. So it's time for the captain to get into the hit parade. All rise. The judge is in the chamber. And the pitch is on the way, and that is down low for ball 1. So Nunez has thrown 5 pitches, and they're all balls. Is he going to get into the strike parade? Nunez sets and fires, and the sweeper is right down the heart of Broadway for call, strike 1. Count is evened at 1-1. Nunez sets and fires, and the sinker is in the dirt. Count is now 2-1 on the captain. They scored, so it's time for us to answer back. And Nunez sets and fires, and the sweeper catches the inside corner for call. Strike two. Count is even at deuces on the captain. And Nunez sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is a sweeper off the plate. Rice takes off, and Rutschman is going to knock the pitch down, but Rice is going to steal his second base of the season. So the Yankees have a runner at second with nobody out. The count is 3-2 on the captain. And Nunez sets. Pitch is on the way, and Judge grounds this one foul off the dugout on the third base side. Count remains full at 3-2. It's time for the captain to get into this hit parade. And Nunez sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is way up high for ball four. So the Yankees are going to have runners at first and second with nobody out. And Cody Bellinger is coming up to bat. And the pitching coach is coming out for a mound visit. You know what, D? He pitched in San Francisco, which is not a small town and definitely not a small market baseball area. I just think that the guy is wild. He's got mechanics issues. He lost 4 miles of velocity from pitching last night to today. Belly is 3 for 3 on the day, a double and 2 home runs, 3 RBIs. You have to remember, Duvall was the closer for the Giants last year, and he was removed from the closer's position from San Francisco before we traded for him. And the pitch is on the way, and Bellinger fouls the pitch straight back. Count is 0-1. And Nunez sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is down low. Count is evened at 1-1. Yes, I think it is completely mechanics, D-Rod. And it looks like Rutschman has a issue with this pitch comp, so there's a little bit of a delay on the field. And the Orioles have a pair of arbs. Warm it up, Garcia and Enns. And Nunez sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is a changeup off the plate. Belly has won 3 home run game in his career, and it was last year with the Yankees. Could this be a repeat? I don't know. Maybe so. And Nunez sets, and the pitch is bounced up the middle. It's going to be off the glove. Rice is rounding third, and he is going to score. Judge is going to move to third. So that is his 4th hit of the day. Yankees are now up 7-4 plus 3. Coming up to bat is Jazz Chisholm. 0 for 2 on the day with a base on balls. So it's time for Jazz to get into the hit parade. Nunez sets and Bellinger takes off, and he is going to steal second base. So that is Bellinger's 4th stolen base of the year. The Yankees now have runners at second and third with nobody out. So definitely time to answer back. And the infield is in for the Orioles. Next pitch is on the way, and Jazz slaps it over the head of Alonso. Judge is going to come in. Jazz is going to be in at second, safe. And Bellinger is coming home. So that is 2 runs. Yankees now lead 9-4. Jazz is still out on the ground at second. Is he injured? Now he's up on his feet. So the Yankees have a 9-4 lead on the Orioles. Runner at second with nobody out, and Jason Dominguez coming up to bat. Coming up to bat is Dominguez. Looks like they're bringing Dietrich Enns in to replace Nunez. So hit the road, Jack. And don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. And one more time. Hit the road, Jack. Don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. Well, this is showing, the underbelly of the Orioles. Their bullpen is extremely weak. They have the 2 pseudo closers both on the IL. They've been doing patchwork with people bringing them up out of the minors to pull in. And welcome, Nancy. Appreciate you chiming in on the conversation today. Most appreciated. Well, Belly is a popular player in New York. Yes, Nancy is my sister. She's my youngest sister. My other sister, Laura, pops in every once in a while. So, for those of you that are here, take a moment to drop your vote in our active poll. And if you haven't, please hit the like button, share the channel out. And if you're not a member of the Hardcore Sports Network or the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing to one and the same. We are at 691 subscribers, looking at our next milestone of 695. Anything you can do to help us meet our goal would be fantastic. And the first pitch to Dominguez is in there for call, strike 1. And Enns sets, fires, and the pitch is swung on and missed. Enns is a left-handed pitcher, so Dominguez is turned around to the right side, definitely his weaker hitting side. Enns checks on the runner at second, and he turns, and Jazz dances back to first or second with no throw. And the pitch is out of the way, and it is foul tipped into the glove of Rutschman. So that is going to be a good morning, good afternoon, and good night for Jason Dominguez. So congratulations. Hitting from the right side, he shows that he still hasn't got it hitting from the right side of the plate. Coming up to bat is JC Escarra, 0 for 3 on the day. So it's time for JC to get into the hit parade. And sets and fires, and the cutter paints the heart of Broadway. Count is 0-1. Escarra has a fly out, a line out, and a ground into double play under his belt. And the pitch is on the way, and the cutter is down low. Count is 1-1. And Blackburn is getting up. And the pitch is on the way, and that is a fastball inside to JC. Causes him to do a little bit of a way back. And they have Jazz picked off. He's in the middle. And Jazz is tagged out for the second out. So once again, Jazz demonstrates his head and his ass when it comes to being on the base. Absolutely no reason to attempt to steal third base. A left-handed hitter up, so the catcher has a free run. Hence did the great thing by stepping off and going straight at Jazz. Pitched perfect way to do a runner, and sets, and the pitch is on the way, and it is swung on a miss. Count is evened at deuces. And the pitch is hammered down the right field line, and that is going to bounce into the corner. And Escarra is going to be standing at second base. So that is a stand-up double for Escarra. Thanks, Jazz. You just cost us a run with your bullshit. Coming up to bat is Ryan McMahon, 1 for 3 on the day with a double, a strikeout, and a run scored. And in sets, fires, in the first pitch is inside to McMahon. Count is 1-0. Next pitch is on the way, and the fastball is in there for call, strike one. So far, the Yankees have put a 3 spot on the board. Count is 1-1 on McMahon. And sets and fires, and the pitch is swung on and missed. Count is 1-2. And ends checks on the runner at second. The pitch is on the way, and the sweeper is in the dirt. Count is evened at deuces on McMahon. All right, Ryan, time to get your second hit of the game. Bring in another run for the Yankees. And sets, pitch is on the way, and McMahon fouls this one down the third base side. Count is going to remain 2-2. And sets, pitch is on the way, and this is skied to left field, and Ward is coming on, and he makes a dive, and he makes the play, taking an RBI away from McMahon. But the Yankees are going to score 3 in the bottom of the 7th to take a 9-4 lead. So the lead is back up to 5 again. For those of you that are here, if you haven't, please drop your vote in our active poll. Additionally, if you haven't hit the like button, share the channel out. And if you're not a member of the Hardcore Sports Network or the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing to one and the same. We here at Yankees The Ugly Truth are at 691 subscribers. Looking at our next milestone of 695, so we're 4 away. Anything that you can do to help us meet our goal would be most appreciated. For those of you out there, we are at 25 likes, looking at our goal of 30. To hit that like button. For those of you who are subscribed, make sure that you ring the bell and turn notifications on so that you'll know every time we're live and not Memorex. And it looks like Paul Blackburn is coming in to replace Tim Hill. And Blackburn sets and fires, and the cutter is in there for call. Strike 1. Count is 0-1. Next pitch is on the way, and this is bounce to Koze. He fields it cleanly and fires to Rice at first. And that is the first out of the 8th inning. Coming up to bat is Pete Alonso, 1 for 3 on the day with a massive home run and a strikeout. The first pitch is on the way, and it is off the plate. Count is 1-0. And Blackburn sets and fires. The next pitch is a sinker inside. Count is 2-0. Next pitch is on the way, and it is in there for call. Strike 1. Nice slider. Paints the bottom of the strike zone. Count is 2-1 on Alonso. Blackburn sets and fires, and the pitch is up high. Count is now 3-1. Blackburn sets. Pitch is on the way, and he paints the outside corner for call. Strike 2. Count is now full 3-2. Blackburn sets and fires, and this ball is lined to right field. Judge is on it and makes an over-the-shoulder catch for the second out of the inning. Coming up to bat is pinch hitter Colton Clouser, taking over for Tyler O'Neill. Clouser is hitting 183 on the season, no homers, 3 RBIs, and a 481 OPS. Clouser steps into the box. Blackburn sets, and the pitch is on the way. The sinker is down low. Count is 1-0 on Clouser. Blackburn sets and fires, and the sinker paints the outside corner for call. Strike one. Count is 1-1. Blackburn sets and fires, and the changeup is up high. Count is 2-1. And Blackburn sets, fires, and the cutter is up high. Count is 3-1. Next pitch is on the way, and the sinker was way up high. That is ball 4. So the Orioles are going to have a runner at first with 2 outs. They trail the Yankees 9-4. We're in the top of the 8th. And Basayo coming up to bat. He has 1 for 1. Thanks, Kaz. Appreciate it. With a double in his first plate appearance. And the pitch is on the way, and changeup paints the top of the strike zone for call. Strike one. Count is 0-1. Basayo takes timeout. And Blackbird sets. Pitch is on the way, and the changeup is down in the dirt. Count is even at 1-1. Blackburn sets and fires, and the changeup is swung on and missed. Count is 1-2. Blackburn sets, and the curveball is swung on and missed for strike 3. And that is going to do it for the Orioles in the top of the 8th. Orioles are going to strand 1. Coming up for the Yankees in the bottom of the 8th is going to be Jose Caballero, Trent Grisham, and Ben Rice. 9-1-2. We're at 25 likes. Goal is 30. Yeah, D, you were one of several people that thought that I should call games and do my own channel. So, well, if all goes as anticipated, this will be our last at bat of the game. So, what do you think we're going to do in this inning? Are we going to add any more runs? Or are we going to go down silently? All right, for those of you that are here, if you haven't, drop your vote in our active poll. And we're at 25 likes, looking at 30 as our goal. So if you haven't, please hit that like button and share the channel out. And if you're not a member of the Hardcore Sports Network or the Yankees The Ugly Truth, please consider subscribing to one and the same. We have QR codes in the upper left and right hand corners of the screen. Left is Hardcore Sports and right is Yankees The Ugly Truth. Here at Yankees The Ugly Truth, we are at 691 subs, 4 away from our next milestone of 695. Anything you can do to help us meet our goal would be most appreciated. And Roque is coming in to replace Ends. And the first pitch to Caballero is down low. Count is 1-0. And he is another left-handed pitcher. Roque sets and he fires. The sinker paints the outside corner for call. Strike one. Count is 1-1. And Roque sets. He fires and the sweeper stays off the plate. Count is 2-1 on Cabby. Cabby is 0 for 2 with a base on balls today, so it's time for him to get into the hit parade. Roque sets and he fires, and the sinker catches the bottom of the strike zone for call. Strike two. So we are even at deuces. So we are now at 28 likes. Thank you. Two away from our goal point of 30. And the sweeper is on the way, and Cabby bounces this to Henderson. Henderson sets and fires to Basayo at first, and that is going to be the first out of the inning. So Cabby does not get into the hit parade today. Coming up to bat is Trent Grisham, 2 for 3 on the day with a double and a home run. But, Yankee haters are not going to give Grish Bob a credit. And the pitch is on the way, and it is a sticker up high. Count is 1-0. Is the AL truly weak, or is there parity in the AL, D-Rod? Next pitch is on the way, and it is fouled straight back. Count is 1-1. Next pitch is on the way, and it is guide to left field. And that is out of here, I think. Nope, that one wrapped. The foul pole just went foul. Count is 1-2. And the pitch is on the way, and the sweeper is down low. Count is 2-2. No, parity means that teams are spending the money that they're getting, the smaller market teams, but that's not the case of the NL. And the next pitch is down low. Count is now full. 3-2 on Grisham. Pitch is on the way, and this is a pop up. Henderson is under it and is going to take it on the short center field grass. So that is going to be the second home run, or second out of the inning home run. Ben Rice is coming up to bat. 1 for 3 on the day. Whoops, excuse me. Is that for a sports bet, Robert, that you need a home run from Rice? And the pitch is on the way, and it is off the plate. And the next pitch is on the way, and it is off the plate. Count is 2-0 on Rice. I see. You made a bet. All right, roger that. And the pitch is on the way, and the sweeper is down low. Count is going to be 3-0 on Rice. And the next pitch is on the way, and that is inside for ball 4. You also have to remember last year, Trent Grisham took a pay cut, was paid $5 million for the season. So he lost $500,000 because he was at 5.5. Coming up to bat is the captain, 0 for 2 on the day with a pair of walks, one of them intentional. So it's time for the captain to get into the hit parade. And Roque sets and fires, and the slider is in there for call. Strike 1. Count is 0-1. And the next pitch is on the way, and it is a stinker off the plate. Count is 1-1. Well, is money more important, or did he want to be a Yankee with a chance of winning a world championship? Pitch is on the way, and Judge fouls it off. Count is 1-2. I think Grisham in this offseason, if we're not in a lockout or a strike, will make his bag of cash. It just won't be with New York. And the pitch is on the way, and Judge fouls it off. For those of you that are here, pitch is on the way, and Judge is called out on strikes. So that is the hat trick for the captain. So sometimes things are more important than money for players. Not the case with Juan Soto, mind you, but other ball players. So we are at 28 likes. Our goal is 30. So if you haven't, please hit the like button and share the channel out. And if you're not a member of the Yankees Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing. We're at 691 subs, looking at our next milestone of 695. Anything you can do to help us meet our goal would be most appreciated. Well, I think the CBA is going to end up changing the face of baseball. And if they lock the baseball teams out, it could seriously impact it. I don't know if you are old enough to recall the '94 strike, where we lost the postseason. It Baseball lost almost 20% of its fans because of that shit. The only thing that brought the fans back was the McGuire Sosa Maris home run chase. Come to find out that it was fueled by steroids, which is now the ultimate in taboo. What will bring the fans back if Major League Baseball loses a significant part of next season? And Jackson is up to bat. The first pitch is on the way, and it is in there for strike one. Blackburn sets and fires, and that pitch is foul down the first base line. Count is 0-2. Well, Judge had a bigger offer from the Giants and came back to the Bronx. Blackburn sets and fires, and that ball is chopped to Caballero. He sets, fires to Rice, and that is going to be the first out of the inning. We're in the top of the ninth. Yankees lead 9-4, 5-run lead. Blackburn sets, and the pitch is a curveball off the plate. Count is 1-0. Blackburn sets and fires, and the curveball is down low. Count is 2-0 on Beavers. Beavers does not have an official at bat. He walked in his first plate appearance. And the pitch is on the way, and it is in there for call. Strike one. Count is now 2-1. The '94 strike pitch is on the way, and this is line to left field. Bellinger is tracking it. Makes a fine running catch to record the second out. So the Orioles are down to their last out. The Montreal Expos were killing it in the National League. That strike cost them a postseason opportunity, and it probably cost Montreal a baseball team. Coming up to bat is Blaze Alexander, 0 for 3 on the day with a pair of strikeouts. And Blackburn sets and fires, and the pitch is fouled off. And Blackburn sets. Pitch is on the way, and it paints the outside corner for call. Strike two. Count is 0-2 on Alexander. So is Blaze going to get the hat trick? Orioles are down to their last strike, and the pitch is on the way, and it is fouled down the right field line. So for those of you that are here, if you haven't, please hit the like button, share the channel out. And Blackburn sets. Pitch is on the way, and that is up and out of the strike zone. Count is 1-2. And the pitch is on the way, and it paints the outside of the strike zone for call. Strike three. Blaze Alexander is going to challenge it. And it is confirmed that that is a strike. So the Yankees pick up their 22nd win of the season. And the numbers for today's game: Yankees had 9 runs on 11 hits, 1 error. Orioles had 4 runs on 4 hits and 1 error. Ryan Weathers gets the win, taking his record to 2-2. He has a 3.03 ERA. Kyle Bradish takes the loss and drops to 1-4, 5.03 ERA. So, what more can you say? We have taken 2 games of this series. It's a 4-game set. So, if we close them out tomorrow, we win the series. I like our odds. Tomorrow on the bump for the Yankees is going to be Max Fried against the top pitching prospect in the Orioles pipe. So he's going to make his major league debut in Yankee Stadium. Good luck with that. For those of you that are here, we are at 29 likes. So if you could, get the 1 like in there so we can meet our goal point of 30. As far as programming notes are concerned, I will be calling tomorrow's game and will be on at 1:30 in the afternoon. Drop by, give a little shout out, hit the like button, and we'll listen to a little bit of baseball and talk some more. I will be dropping a short sometime this afternoon, so if you haven't hit your notifications, please do so that you'll know when it pops. And I'll end this stream in my traditional fashion with "Let's go Yankees," and we'll see you in the funny papers. Thanks for taking time to listen to a little bit of baseball on your busy Saturday afternoon. Have a great day.
Never slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should be getting after it. I got facts over tracks, this and that, spitting slow, spitting fast. I could roast, I could gas, think I'm okay at last, but I don't know if that can erase all the past. I don't ever slow